tell you some details about these two. Okay, I'm going to add a to after both have and had. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a bit details about have to and had to. So as we know that must, when I was explaining about must, I have told you numerous number of times that when someone have to do something, and that condition we use must. Okay, so when someone have to do something, that means we, in obligation sense also, we use have to. Okay, so you must consult a doctor, you have to consult a doctor. Okay, so in obligation both must comes and have to comes. And as had is the past of, is used in the past sense, so when obligation happens in the past sense, then we use had to. Okay, so this is the two difference between, these are two differences, and these are two similarity between these two with must. Okay, so whenever there is a sentence when you feel that there should be an have to, means that person have to do this or had to do this, at that time what you're going to use? Must. Okay, so that is why I was telling you this trick. Now, our next is should. What is it? It's should. Okay, should comes from what? Do you have any idea? Should comes from what? Should comes from shall. Okay, we use I shall do this. Now, for should, what is the thing that we use? We use it for, again, obligation. We use it for what? We use it for obligation. As per obligation, we have already seen the examples. Next, it is used for duty. When you have to do any duty, when there is a thing that when you have to do this, that means you no must will be there. There will be what? There will be should. Must is that तुमको करना है, and should is that तो by default you have to do this because that's your duty. So whenever you know that the sentence is concerned with the duty thing, like you have to do certain duty towards your parents, at that moment you're not going to use any sort of models, but what you're going to use? You're going to use should. Where by the sentence you know that you dash the feet of your you dash the feet of your parents, so you dash message the feet of your parents, so at that time you know there will be you should message the feet of your parents because you know that's your duty. Okay, so that sort of things. So when you know that it is your duty to do a certain work, it is duty to study, that means you should study. There is no must over there. So when you know that I dash study, I should study. Why? Because that is your duty. So whenever you sense in the sentence any sort of duty, just blindly apply the word should over there. Okay. Next, after obligation and duty, it is also used for advice. Not an emphatic advice. Okay, there cannot be this. There can be, that is, no emotions are related with this sort of advice. Okay, this is a general advice. So when we see a general advice, when there is no such emotions attached or may be attached, it varies. It's not compulsory that emotions will be attached. Like it was compulsory in must. So in that case, we use should. Okay. So after that, after advice, we also use it for suggestion. So this thing you know, we have used it for suggestion, and then we use it to express polite request. Express what? Express polite request. Like, I should be thankful to you. I should be thankful to you. Okay, so maybe this you have done certain work for I. So in that condition, when this you have done certain work for I, then what is there? I should be thankful to you. Like, I should be thankful to you if you give me some money. Okay, so this person is what he is doing. This I is requesting something to you. What is this I doing? She is requesting. So when they're requesting something, then she is using this term that I should be, thank you. This I can just request, okay, I request you, please give me some money. That was what a sort of sentence. Okay, just please give me some money. That was a request. But when we are trying to give a polite request, what sort of request? A more polite request that will actually be very effective in the world. When you are talking to someone, if you are requesting someone and you are doing it in a polite manner, so that will create a very good impression. Okay, so in that is the manner. So here you can talk like this: I should be thankful to you if you do this work for me. Okay, so when you're requesting, there is also variation that you can apply. So this is a very sophisticated language. This is a way of talking that you can apply. Okay, so in what more cases can we use should? Okay, so after we have dealt with expressing polite request, now we will deal with express purpose. Means you should, like Hina worked hard so that she should top, so she should top. Okay, she has a mentality to top in the class. She should top. Okay, she deserves to be the topper in the class. Okay, so Hina had worked already so hard that she should top. Okay, so we know that Hina has worked very hard, and now we know that as Hina has worked very hard, so she should top. Okay, so there was a purpose. There was a purpose of what? Purpose of topping in the class. Okay, so for that we can use should. Now, state imaginary results. So when we state imaginary results, then also we use should. Imaginary result like she should get angry if he had come to know about it. She should get angry. So she should get angry if she had come to know about it. Okay, so when she should get angry, she should get angry if, like, you know, if means something which have not happened, which is still not happening. Okay, so if he had come to know about this thing, if he not come to know about this thing, if means imaginary, so this condition is not present, this condition is not happening over here. So in that type of sentence where the condition is resting on an if, like that condition haven't been done in reality, there we use should. Like if this happens, then she should get angry. Okay, so if this happens, then she should get angry, but this hasn't happened till now. So in that condition, what do we use? We use should. So now after should, we will just now talk something about need. Need is used with the not in the negative sentence, like need not, I need not do this. And need is always sometimes used for obligation. I need to do this. Okay, you need to do this, you need to do this thing for me, please you do this thing. Okay, so in that sort of obligation, again need is used. So when obligation comes, as I have described those words, only those words will be used in obligation. Okay, now after obligation, it's also necessary some necessity. What? Necessity. Okay, like if you do, I need to do this so desperately, I need to stop this year so desperately, I need to pass my exam so desperately. Means when there is a condition that you are not even sure that you will pass or fail in your exam, at that time what type of a mentality will come, that kaise bhi karke karna hai, so I need to do this. Okay, so it is a necessity, it becomes very necessary for us to pass the examination. So in that becomes very necessary for us to pass the examination. So in that case what we use? Necessity, need. Okay. Okay, I will deal something about ought to. Okay, ought to is used when something is right, like you need to get up early. Okay, when you will tell like this, so you ought to get up early. Okay, so when something is right, when something is so much right that you have to do that work, when you have to do that some, why? Because that work is right. Okay, right and wrong, when ethics come, when right and wrong things come, then what happens? Ought to is used. Okay, now you ought to believe me that I didn't stole this thing. Okay, so when you need someone's belief, that time how will you talk? You will talk with this word ought to. Okay, when you need to, when someone needs to believe something very strongly, at that time what we use? We use ought to. Now when we see or hear something, at that time also we use ought to, like you ought to see her, she is so intelligent. Okay, she is so creative, you ought to see her drawing because it is so beautiful. At that time what we do? We use ought to. When you have to do, you will not say like you must see her drawing, you should see her drawing. No, when that sort of thing is involved with sensory things, then you're going to use ought to. It's a better word. Okay, fine. Now, after this, one important thing about ought to. Okay, that is, read this sentence. You ought to have listened to my advice. So this is a condition when the person is telling that you ought to have listened to my advice beforehand. Okay, so this means that something which has already happened, this advice has already been taken. This is a past sentence. Why? Because listened. So now there is no use of this thing. But so in which is the case over here? Past case. Okay, so in past some type of thing was done. Okay, and the thing that was done is actually it has produced a negative result. How do we know? Because this advice this person has not listened. That is why I am telling you, like suppose one of your exam had got you have got very bad marks. So what will I tell you? I will tell you, you ought to have listened to my advice and written and have practiced question answer writing in your literature long answers which were value based. Okay, so this advice I am giving you continuously, that in literature practice long answer writing, that too with those are value based, and you people are not doing that in your literature notebook. So when your result will go bad, then what will I tell you? I will tell you, you ought to have listened to my advice to get good marks. Okay, so clear? So in that case, when I have given you an advice like you ought to practice answer writing, it's your class 10, and you have not listened to my advice and you haven't written those things in your answer literature notebook, and that time when you after you giving your examination, your result came and your marks was not good, I will tell you this, you ought to have listened to my advice and written those answers in your notebook. Clear? So this advice I have given you, and that you haven't followed my advice, and as a result the consequences was not according to us, the consequences was not good, and so when the consequences was not good, the result was not good, at that time what we say, that you ought to have done this in the past. Clear? Some type of thing which was done in the past which produced a negative result creates a scenario where ought to is used. Now, after this, these were some difficult things which I dealt with which you can have some confusions. Okay, so these were some sort of thing that which you can have confusion and which you need to know in this class 10 level a bit in deep. Now the clear ones, the casual ones which we have been using from centuries. Okay, like what? Can, ability, I can do this, you can study well, you can write good English. So can is used for ability. Permission, can I go to the washroom? Okay, so permission is you take in the class, ma'am, can I go to the washroom, and all those things. So that sort of permission where also can is used. Next, probability. It can happen, it has chances to happen. I can top, like when I asked you in your first class who's going to top in your exam, some of you told that we can do this. Yes, we can do. Okay, so that was a probability in which you people were not sure that you will top or you people will not top. So that was a probability happened with you at that time in your mentality. Okay, so here what we used? Can. You used can. Okay, fine. Okay, let us be. Now, could. Could. Well, how is could used? Could is used for past ability. Why? Because can is the present, so could will be past. I could have done this. Okay, I could have done this. I had the capacity within me to study hard and top the examination, but I didn't study. That was a separate thing. But I could have done this. So this was a past ability that I'm talking about. Again, past permission. Okay, after past permission, it will be what? Probability. It could happen, and like that sort of thing again. And what is new here? Request. This is a request. Request of what? Request like, could you do this for me? Okay, so here's a request happening over here. This thing, these are very common things, you know. This is a very easy sort of thing. Main thing is that about this ability thing, which is more necessary for you, that this is a present ability and this is the past ability. So learn the differences. Okay. So after can and could and should and must and ought to, need and have to, we will shift to may. Probability. This chances of this probability is less than can. Okay, this may happen. Okay, when you say this can happen, it's much more simple that it can happen, it can't happen. It's a much more simple informal language. Okay, and what we are using here, probability. In probability we also use may. It may happen, it may not happen. So it's again a probability. Like in obligation we have seen must and should and all those things. Similarly in may also there is a probability of something which will happen. Permission. May I go to the washroom? Simple. Again a permission that you people always take. Now might. This might happen. Probability. Okay. So you are not going to use should here. You are going to use a might here. Okay. So learn the differences from should, must and all those things. Now another thing. Will. It's a very hardcore prediction. Okay, so no prediction is so hardcore. It is just 100% prediction that it will happen. Okay, so the pressure, the enforcement is much more. It can happen when we say that the probability chances are so 50-50 maybe, like that sort of thing. But when there is a will, the chances increases. Okay, so when I say that I can pass the examination, so that means my confidence level is much low. But when we use that I will pass the examination, at that time my confidence level is much higher. Okay, so it varies according to your emotions, that that will represents prediction. Clear? So this was the main thing, this was the main dealings that we deal with this in this model video. And again I'm telling you, MCQs, there are chances of coming. MCQs are going to come like you have to select from 3 or 4 options that which will be most suitable for you. And it's basically you have read literature so many times, so it will be much easier for you to reconnect. And this model topic has been in your syllabus for centuries. Like in 8 you have done this, in 7 maybe you have done this, in 9 you have of course done this. So it's a just a revision lesson or nothing more for you, because you people are very much comfortable with this topic. And what else, when doing the MCQs you're not going to invest much time in the section. Okay, so you're just going to read the questions. How you're going to attempt, I'm telling you how you're going to attempt. And time. Okay, so now answering. So how are you going to answer all these things? First thing is you're going to read how, as I tell you have to read very carefully. Okay, after reading, then what is the second thing you're going to do? Second thing you're going to is read the options. Read the options. After reading the options, what will you do? After reading the options, eliminate. If you find the wrong option in the beginning only, like I will pass the examination, that sort of confidence, if you don't find that in your answer options, like you have seen in answer, I dash my examination, I dash passed my examination, I need, so you know, no, examination result is still pending, and so you're going to use a will over there. Okay, so elimination is the next thing that you have to do over here. And then what you have to do is choose the correct option. Okay, and all these things that you're going to do, all these things, their time duration must not be more than 15 minutes. Okay, for all the grammar. Okay, all grammar MCQ time duration must not exceed 15 minutes, because there will be a rechecking also. I want you people to complete your examination sheet so that you can revise it at least 2 times, that maybe you have done something wrong or right. So there should be a fixed time duration. So within 15 minutes I think it will be sufficient for you to read the model portion and answer them. Okay, so I hope in that manner you will be able to do this very easily. Okay, so thank you.